Devin Pike with the Dallas International Film Festival, and once again, a phenomenal block of shorts programming, both animated and live action. One of the shorts is Dig, and the director, Toby Halbrooks, is here, as well as Mallory. Mallory, it's a pleasure to meet you for the first time.
A pleasure to meet you, too.
First off, I'm curious as to the genesis of Dig, and just looking at it saying, all right, so this guy starts digging a hole and people don't have any clue as to his motivation or the rest of it. Talk a little bit about the genesis of the project.
That was it. It was nobody understanding kind of what anybody else is doing ever, but specifically kids. I just wanted to tell a story that was from the point of view of kids, or a specific kid, and a relationship with her father that just explores her trying to understand what he's doing, and then even in the end not knowing what he's doing, but standing up for him anyway.
When
so
you're,
it's a kind of misfire, like as far as like the genesis.
Not a problem. Mallory, when you're being asked to go onto a film set, is it fun for you when you're on a set, when you're getting ready to, I've got this line, I've got to talk with this person? Talk a little bit about what it's like to be on a movie set for you.
I think it's cool just to be on a movie set because it feels so cool because you feel like everyone's watching you, but at the same time you feel so excited.
Is it easier or harder for you to turn off the people who are working around you, the people who are behind the camera, your director and so forth, and just be in that moment with the person who's playing your father?
It is kind of easier because I just go into I just be my person who I'm acting as, and that just helps me block out everything else.
Talk about working with Mallory as an actress.
Yeah, that's exactly what she just said. When we first met, we met a whole bunch of children, and she's very shy, very quiet. But then when it was time to act and say your lines, she was so expressive and so good, and also just took direction. Like, you got it. You seemed to understand what I was asking of you, and you were able to do it immediately. And yeah, same for me as a director, like blocking out everybody else and being able to either, be very close to them with the monitor and watching to make sure I'm getting what I need, but then looking up and nobody else is there except for us. And that was an easy connection, I think, that we had.
How long of a shoot process did you guys have?
We had 3 days. And we had brought over the kids a day beforehand to hang out and see where they were going to be shooting and talk to them a little bit about it.
Was there, obviously, Mallory's a seasoned professional. At age 37, she's a phenomenal actress. I'm just curious if there was an element that surprised you as you were working on the production.
I was surprised every day that it was so easy to work with you. Her and Johnny were the people that those were the kind of the two biggest parts that I knew was I have to find people that were going to nail this, otherwise this isn't going to work at all. And once those parts were cast, I was not necessarily surprised. I would have been surprised if it didn't work with them. And then Augustine Frizzell came in and just killed it as the mom. But I don't know where I was surprised. Constantly surprised that she was able to do what I wanted her to do. I don't know, because you don't know what you're going to get when you're working with people that you don't know very well. And then we became friends over the course of it. It was of course.
It seems like this movie could very easily be expanded into a feature length. Is that something that you're considering with the film?
No, I'm not. It's very nicely contained, and but I want to work with Mallory again, and specifically doing something like your performance inspired me to create something else. So with her and Johnny in particular, I want to do something bigger.
Johnny's always, we love seeing projects from him at DIF, and it's like the members of the band coming back together for a reunion at festivals like this. When you see Augustine and Johnny and Mosley and Clay Lyford, who's not here with us this year, and I'm a little bit mad about that, but there's a core group of talent between Dallas and Austin that it's just bursting with amazing potential. And to be involved in a community like that and to be a member of it, what's it like to just be able to turn to somebody and say, okay, this guy's going to kill this every single time he hits it?
I don't. It's lucky to have that access to the talent like Johnny, like you're saying. and Augustine and the rest of the team and various people. But as you're like trying to expand that world into a broader audience and then asking for money, it's not easy to get to ask those people to get involved, because then it's harder to put the money together, which is why I'm trying to kind of like dodge that by making it at a different level so that everybody can like come up, because it keeps happening over and over again. Johnny, if you want your film or you want your film to go to film festivals and succeed, ask Johnny to be in your movie, and you will get in to all the world-class film festivals and kill it, and then ignore him when it's time to, do a feature. And I think it's a shame, and I think people are missing something strong by doing that. And I don't want to do that. I want to prove that it doesn't matter, that if you get the right talent, that's all that matters. But unfortunately, that also means you're having to do it at a much smaller level. But with those limitations comes like forced creativity, which I think I'm not worried about.
No one should have to do that, but I think you're right with the level of talent, and you don't have to go outside of that crew, is that the whole bunch is going to explode. Every single person who we work with, and Mallory's going to be a part of that, mm-hmm. because there's a lot of people that Toby gets to work with, and I look forward to seeing your work with them, because they are consummate professionals. They're incredibly, incredibly talented, and I just love hanging around them. And I can't wait to hang around you as well.
I can't wait to hang around with you, too.
The short film is called Dig. You can see it as part of the Shorts blog here at the Dallas International Film Festival. You can find out more information on where you can see it in its post-festival career at dallasfilm.org. Toby, Mallory, it's a pleasure to see you guys, and thanks a lot for coming out to Dallas. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us here.
Thanks for having us.
You bet.